Welcome to The Truth is AI. In late 2025, a relatively obscure AI model known as Views, the Violence and Impacts Early Warning System, did something chilling. It didn't just guess at unrest, it calculated the exact human cost of the year you're living in right now. It predicted that 2026 would see a staggering 28,300 battle related deaths in Ukraine and another 7,700 in the Israel Palestine region. This wasn't a psychic's whim. It was the result of a machine learning pipeline processing 30 years of historical violence, climate data, and socioeconomic indicators. But as we stand in the first weeks of 2026, a more disturbing question emerges. Are these AI systems merely predicting our crises, or have they become the invisible hands shaping them? Today, we dive into the AI prophecy, how the algorithms of 2023 and 2024 already wrote the script for the global volatility we see today, from the Taiwan Strait to the collapse of the global bond market. We often think of AI as a tool for the future, but its predictive track record is already written in the past. Remember Blue Dot? In late 2019, an AI algorithm spotted a cluster of unusual pneumonia cases in Wuhan, 9 days before the World Health Organization released its first warning. By 2026, this algorithmic clairvoyance has moved from public health to the halls of the Pentagon and the People's Liberation Army. Models aren't just looking for viruses anymore, they are looking for structural friction. Systems like Prio's Views have successfully identified 7 of the 10 deadliest conflict zones years in advance. They saw the deterioration of Sudan when most human analysts were focused elsewhere. When a machine can see a war coming 3 years before a single shot is fired, the nature of surprise disappears. But it also creates a dangerous paradox. If an AI predicts a loss, does a nation strike early to change the math? Perhaps the most famous prophecy for this year was the CSIS 2026 Taiwan invasion wargame, conducted back in 2023. It predicted a high cost failure for China, but a Pyrrhic victory for the US and its allies. But there's a deeper cut you haven't heard. A separate simulation by the National Security Institute tested an off the shelf AI, essentially a version of GPT 4, against human military commanders in a 2026 Taiwan crisis. The results were haunting. The humans were aggressive, seeking to shape the conflict through threats and cyber attacks. The AI, however, was startlingly defensive. It prioritized de escalation and limit setting. In the simulation, China backed down against the aggressive humans, but when they played against the cautious AI, they saw the machine's hesitation as a green light to invade. The lesson? In 2026, the world is caught in a perception gap. If we rely on AI to make our military decisions, our adversaries might learn to game the algorithm's inherent logic, leading us into the very wars the AI was designed to prevent. On the economic front, the prophecy is equally stark. By the start of this year, nearly 40% of U.S. GDP growth was being attributed, on paper, to AI driven productivity. But as we look at the 2026 market, many analysts are calling it a digital ghost. Trading algorithms have become so efficient at front running news that the actual economic reality is secondary to the sentiment the AI detects. We are seeing the rise of defensive pricing by liquidity providers. Banks now use AI to pull liquidity from the market seconds before a crisis hits, making 2026 the year of the instant flash crash. If the AI predicts a bond market crisis, the very act of the AI hedging for that crisis actually causes the collapse. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy coded in Python. This brings us to the most unsettling possibility. Are governments using AI to predict the future or to manufacture it? In 2026, we've entered the era of sovereign AI. Nations like China and the US are no longer using the same models. They have built their own truth stacks. We are seeing evidence of AI poisoning, where one nation's AI floods the internet with specific data designed to confuse the predictive models of their enemies. By feeding an adversary's AI false economic signals or fabricated military movements, you can literally break their ability to see the future. The truth isn't just being hidden, it's being algorithmically overwritten. As we navigate the complexities of 2026, we must ask ourselves, is the AI a prophet warning us of a cliff, or is it the architect of the path we are walking? The crisis of 2026 was predicted years ago. We had the data, we had the simulations, but the human factor, The raw, unpredictable nature of desperation and ambition remains the one thing the machine cannot fully solve. If you found this analysis insightful, please give this video a like. And for more deep dives into the complex realities shaping our world, make sure to subscribe to The Truth is AI and hit the notification bell.